I sell primarily commercial HVAC. Since we got back, I sold my first commercial job on the spot for a unit heater. So that was my first success. My second success, I went to a church. Typically, the way I used to do churches is that I would get all the information and then email them the quotes and, wait to hopefully they come hear back from them. But with this church, I let them know that heating is a premium company, and the way we do things, I actually will present to you and your board of trustees of the church so that you guys have equal access to all the information. They didn't have a problem with it, and I went over all the options I created for them, and they ended up selecting the $94,000 option to replace all their equipment and clean and seal all their ductwork.
A lot of people think that churches or organizations will give you major pushback. The truth is, none of them do. They're honored that you would take the time. This same thing can be repeated with condo boards, associations, building management. The same thing applies to all commercial situations.
Any of my commercial leads now I go to, if I don't speak to the decision maker, I don't present.
It doesn't make sense to waste all your time on commercial quotes, which sometimes can take days on those.
All right, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I wouldn't do it any other way now.
Are you still on that hot streak?
After I messaged you that day, I sold another $37,000. Sold both my calls. I'm at $120,000 since I've been back. 100% close rate on everybody I presented.
Right. How many calls is that?
You said 11, but a lot of those were service leads that I used the process that you guys taught us in Vegas and at Total Immersion class with my service techs that we have now started our pod and closed 100% of their leads as well. $114,000, $36,000 each day at 100% close rate. So
actually, it's been a couple of good weeks. I've had a really decent closing rate now. I've been having a few things fall in my hand. We have customers calling out to get electrical work done, and I just start getting in conversations with the customers about other things in their homes. And on one, I actually ended up selling an air conditioner to a customer in November. The way it started with that is like, would you even want to do this right now? $7,000 in an air conditioner and some electrical work in the house. And then she sold herself on it. Makes it easy when you can get them to do that. Doing that process is getting like not just electrical work to fall into my lap. It's also, some HVAC and plumbing stuff I've also sold.
I had a job where we got called for just low water pressure. He had a tankless heater and he had a toilet that was a little loose. Job that would normally be somewhere around $550. We ended up getting main shutoffs, and we also ended up getting a pretty big warranty out of it. So it ended up being almost $1,800 out of something that would normally be $550. I'm getting a lot of positive momentum. They don't even want to see, my lower options. One, I got called for a diverter that just simply wasn't working on the hot side. I ended up moving their vanity, another diverter, half a repipe in their washroom, and a couple other things for about another $1,600 or $1,800 ticket.
That sounds like it's becoming more normal now for those, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, I would get one of those a week. Now I'm getting, 4 or 5 of those a week. I'll tell you what the big difference is, where normally we wouldn't even get the job. I'm still getting the job now.